Hello, YouTubers, fellow foreigners, white guys who are interested in the Philippines and similar countries. So today I want to show you guys what can happen, and it's not the first time it happens to me, because my body is made for the cold and drier climate. Well, in Norway it's not so dry, at least not in Rogaland is quite rainy, but you get what I mean. The thing is, when you're in the Philippines, you can expect something like this to happen. And I had this problem also on my back, on my belly. Now it's only it's coming and going, and it's been that for a couple of weeks. And I want you to see here, it's very bad. Even on the back there. So the thing is, this is maybe what they call athlete's foot, and before it was only limited to my feet. Not only the feet, but also it would creep up until my knees almost. But this time it has even attacked my upper body, my arms, the shoulder, even on my ears. I had some fungi, and I tried aloe vera. We have a lot of aloe vera here. I tried moringa. That is what they call the malunggay here. We made paste. We put aloe vera straight on. We made paste, and we put with some what do you call that one? Like they use in the hospital, the cotton stuff to pack it in. And sometimes it was in remission, but then after a couple of days it's just back again. So what we have finally done now to try to cope with this shit is to go to the last resort, which is what we did 1.5 years ago also, when I had a terrible athlete's foot. It was so bad, and I used any medication. I went to the doctor, I went to everywhere, and then my wife, she said that, look, you take this, I don't remember the name now, but it is an antibiotic that they sell. I think it should be actually prescribed, a prescribed drug, but everybody's selling that around in the sari stores and so on. So a couple of days ago she bought some of those small ampoules. They sell them by the piece here. So I think that one was like 18 pesos for the good quality. They have what they call generic. It's cheaper. It's made maybe in India or Philippines. I don't know. Maybe China. So anyway, the thing is, they are made for swallowing. If you have an infection, you're gonna swallow them. Maybe you take like 3 times a day for 1 week, something like that. But what they do in the province, in the village, is that they will actually break that plastic capsule in two, and they will apply it straight on the area. That's what we did 1.5 years ago. So I don't like to do it, because this is not the real medical science, but it worked very well last time. So if you are among those guys like me who, this can be caused by somebody always says is borrowing my shoes, my sandals. I'm very upset about it, because in my country it's very rude to take somebody's shoes, and at least in Norway we always use socks even when we are indoors. So and when you are in the shower, if you're a sports guy, and like I was in my younger days, then you have a wardrobe and you have a common shower and all these things. Then you must be very careful, to not spread athlete's foot. And I never had that kind of problem in Norway. But here in the Philippines, first time was in 2011. Me and my then fiancée Gina, we came back we had been traveling in Indonesia and in Thailand. And we came back to our apartment in Cebu in Argao. And I had an apartment there. It was different apartments, and our neighbor there, she had a dog, and so she just let the dog poo go into the canal, a small canal. And when we came back, it was full of insects and mosquitoes and flies in our backyard. I was so upset, and I got really attacked. They just bite me all over the place, you know. So then Gina wanted to help me, so she was scratching because it was so itchy. And of course that was so terrible. It looks like they have to amputate my legs. It was terrible. And I bought the most expensive cream you can imagine. I went to the hospital, and the nurse there said, "Oh sir, are you worried that we have to amputate your foot?" I said, "Of course, what is wrong with you? How can you even ask such a question? You wouldn't be worried if somebody said we might have to cut off your leg?" Very crazy people, and very inconsiderate. Anyway, what I did at that time in Argo is I bought an aircon, because I didn't have an aircon, so the aircon will make the air drier and cooler, of course. And then finally I went to the beach there in Argo, and I just sat there in the sunshine, like now I'm sitting in the sunshine. I sat in the beach in Argo. It has a lovely sand and the salty water, and I was so desperate. I just rubbed my feet into that sand in the sunshine with the salty water and everything. Then, because I just got also the aircon, I went back to my room. I had aircon on, and the whole thing was gone in a couple of days. It was so terrible that I had to wear long pants, otherwise people would just, "Oh, what is wrong with you, sir?" So this can be from, but you know, it's everywhere. There are animals roaming around everywhere, goats, ducks, chicken, and probably a lot of people have athlete's foot here, because like I said, they are borrowing each other's flip-flops, and yeah, they and it's very hot and humid here. So anyway, even on the back I have a little bit of this, so it's really crazy. My ear here, it started to come on even on my ear, you know. Wow. So I hope you had some advice. I hope it will help what I'm doing. I cannot guarantee it at this time, but using aloe vera, using malunggay leaves, using guava leaves, all these things we tried, and I used iodine, I used baking soda, I used salty water, and anything. So now I'm just trying to, you see this white stuff there? That is the penicillin that we just applied. External is supposed to be for internal use, but if maybe you're interested, I will try to keep you updated on the healing process. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.